and I can't figure out how to get this thing off. Johan got the sandbag.
I can't think of a single thing I can go wrong.
Hey, dude, it. All right, guys. The Datsun build may or may not be escalating slightly. And unfortunately by that, I don't mean we're putting a 4-rotor in it. Right now, the diff is open. I have an LSD for it. I don't know if this is a modest goal or not. I'm not familiar with these cars or the kind of traction they can put down. Obviously not with these tires, but maybe with some sticky boys. My goal is, hopefully in this video, don't call me crazy because I don't really know what I'm talking about. I want to try to do a wheelie with this car. Maybe it's not possible, but I got a little hope if we got both wheels spinning, some sticky rubber, air it down to some super low pressure. Maybe we need a few little drag racing tricks. I know the diff will handle it. I don't know if the Turbo 2 transmission will handle it, but man, if I could pick a wheel off the ground, that'd be sweet. We got a bit of noise in the shop today. You guys will find out what that is later. You know, I did realize one thing. When I look at this drive shaft angle, I was like, man, that's crazy, that's awful. But I forget that because this diff floats, when it's on the ground, the drive shaft angle actually isn't that terrible. Weird single axle, straight axle things. Yep, gonna need to refill that thing. This is actually one of the heaviest drive shafts ever. Is it cracked? Or is it just not welded all the way through?
I think it's just not welded all the way through.
It's one of the heaviest drive shafts I've ever felt. I can't wait to overbuild this thing and put a titanium exhaust and carbon drive shaft on it. It's one of my favorite things to do to Datsuns. Next up, pull this thing off. I think I can just pull the whole thing off. It's gonna be messy.
Yeah.
Dude, I bet 4 9-inches smell different. All right, now I saw some comments suggesting that I go to a 8/8 instead of a 9-inch, just for weight savings. It's a great idea, but that requires effort. The 9-inch is already in the car, so that's what we're gonna go with for now. I don't think we would have an issue with braking either, but nonetheless, we got those extra 0.2 inches. I don't like that. How's that sounding? Does your diff hang low? Does it dribble to the flow? Does it break when you launch? Is it aluminum? Is it steel? I've been working on my 9-inch. You think they talk about 9 inches in country music?
Probably not specifically, but
They definitely talk about their trucks a lot.
yeah, oh yeah.
That's my next project. Do a truck build, embrace the inner redneck in me. People don't know I grew up in a farm town. Isn't there a song about that? Breaking up in a farm town or breaking up in a small town, something like that.
I think that's 90% of the country songs
Yeah.
in existence.
Yep, and I went to my usual gas station and I saw her. Surprise. We're not dribbling yet, so it's a good sign that there's way too much RTV on it.
Or there's no fluid in it.
Let's hope it's the second one. Man, it'd be sick if they made like one of those, like a wrench like this that ratcheted. How many dad jokes can I make about a diff? There's a 2J song. I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. 2 Chains.
Yeah. Yeah, did you say 2J song?
Yeah. It's a long day. I feel like doing this install, I'm basically like reading instructions off of a cereal box. That's how like a lot of this old hot rod stuff is. It's on a cereal box. I wonder if 4 9-inches smell different compared to the JDM fluid. What did they smell like in the 60s? Hot dog stands and cigarettes?
Probably.
What else is a signature smell of the 60s? Emissions, lead in the paint.
You got Gucci sunglasses that don't even fucking work.
They're broken.
He still wears them every day.
If you wore them in the Versace store and they say, get the out of here, and they smash.
Boy's been going at this 9-inch for 3 hours
I'm
now.
putting a Cusco 2A in it.
That's not what that box is.
Yeah, that's an American bull. Holy shit, I just realized I'm getting posy. I remember when people used to talk about, my dad used to talk about posy when I was a kid.
Mine too.
Yeah, it got the posy traction. Then he'd show me and get a little fishtaily, leaving the cul-de-sac.
Your video of the anti-squat?
You liked it?
10 out of 10.
Yeah, before and before.
Oh yeah, that was not the best job on Mike's part.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I didn't notice that, so good job.
Sean's like our first wave of general feedback on the videos.
Don't tell him.
They're just gonna target you more now that you watch them. What was that food that you need to try?
Stop.
If you guys remember.
Run.
I'll leave it there.
Leave. You're gonna want to hold on to that.
Do you think this? I don't think the center comes out with it. Would it?
I have no idea.
Let me check the cereal box. Yon, it's a GTE block. Oh, I forgot. I was supposed to read the cereal box. I get distracted. Yeah, this is the wrong diff that I'm reading.
Although I would definitely brace it in case it wants to just yeet.
I feel like I'm supposed to remove this. Hey, Yon, you know anything about these diffs? He just walks away. I just don't, because all the ones on the cereal box photos, the cover's on the back of the diff, but mine's on the front.
Yeah.
So do you think that I can do what I'm doing and take it off?
So.
Because the unit would be attached to this, right?
Correct.
So do I need to take that nut off
You
first?
take all that off, and then I believe you gotta like open that out, and there's clips in there to be able to release the axles before you could actually take the.
That's complicated.
No, I knew about the
It's
clips
not.
for the axle, but I thought I'd take the cover off before the clips. I looked at the cereal box, but it's a different photo.
What cereal box?
Your nose is already greasy.
9-inch life. All right, cereal box doesn't have instructions for this style 9-inch, so we're gonna proceed with just taking other stuff off. Ooh. All right,
What's she smell like?
kind of like JDM.
Yeah.
It's definitely dirty though.
What that?
I don't know. So you could check how many cylinders is missing.
Rotary?
Gets a bigger one. This is fun. This is a fun 9-inch to work on.
Maybe I could have left that on. Now I can take off the big one, maybe.
What if it's like a 2-piece welded and you think it's like a 3-piece wheel,
Imagine.
but it's welded on the inside?
Does this go higher?
Yeah.
Oh, it's splitting.
It's
I just don't know if the diff is attached to it. I guess watch to see if this moves or if the input shaft moves. If the input shaft moves, we're
looks like it's moving.
the input shaft?
Yeah. This is gonna be like a 12-minute segment.
No, just cut it really quick. So it's like ding, 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 ding. I'm bouncing all around.
This thing's built to last an apocalypse. I swear to God.
It kind of looks like it. So the article that I was reading for a different 9-inch on the back of a cereal box said that I need to release the axle clips. Obviously, I can't release the axle clips if I can't get inside of the diff. So I'll try pulling out the axles first. Maybe I can just like tap them out, and then I can remove cover. Because it almost seems like there's load on it. So I'm prying like with so much effort, nothing's happening. So
The axle's got to be stuck inside the diff, and then you have to do those first.
see my axle seal's leaking, so that'll be on the list of things to replace. I thought it was brake fluid, but luckily it's just axle fluid. I'm just gonna try to tap it out. I don't know if that's what I'm supposed to do, but
This is so foreign to all of us. It's so funny.
how did my axle come out? Does the bearing come out with the axle? If so, I need to remove that stupid bracket. You see that thing?
Yeah.
I don't remember if that was like that. There's so many 9-inch guys in the comments watching this, just like, you idiot. I've been working on 9 inches for 7 years of my life. You YouTubers handed everything to you while you're alive and you don't even know how to work on a 9-inch.
Versus handed to you when you're not alive.
Who could I call that would know about 9 inches? Maybe Cletus. Maybe he would know. If he picks up the phone, it's a sign. Brother,
Brother,
I need your help.
okay?
All right, first off, can I get disclosure that it's okay that I film you right now?
Yes.
You verbally consent to acknowledge that you're being filmed at this moment in time?
Damn right I do.
All right, this is what we're working with, okay, you ready? I've got a Ford 9-inch in this thing, and I can't figure out how to get this thing off. I took the nut off. I tried prying this, and I don't know if the axles come first or this comes first. I took the...
Axles have to come out.
Okay, so, all right, now next question.
Yeah.
How do I remove the axle?
Yeah.
Okay, look at the axle. See the axle clip? Like there's a bracket. Show me the end of the axle by yep.
All right.
See a wheel off a 9-inch right here? No.
Yep.
Okay, see those bolts right there?
These?
Yeah, see that? Those come off. That bracket is what's holding in the axle.
Oh, I was reading on a cereal box that there was clips inside the diff.
No, see that bearing right there?
Yeah.
There is a clip inside this diff unless it has C-clip eliminators, but like, see that bearing? That's all that's holding the axle in.
Got it.
So once you pull those brackets off, just use a slide hammer or a hammer, and that bearing is gonna come out on the axle.
Got it. Okay, I thought this was like
That's it.
I thought this was my caliper bracket because it kind of is, I guess.
It kind of is on that one, but like, no, you just take that junk off so that bearing's not covered, and yank the axle out. You hear me?
Yeah, is this pretty elementary stuff in this world?
I'd say this is like kind of like first grade.
Yeah, I know there's gonna be a lot of people commenting. They've been working on 9 inches for 7 years, and
Oh, dude, you're gonna get Bill from Oklahoma with a 12-inch mullet. He's gonna say, "You kidding me? I was pulling 9-inch axles out when I was 6 months old." What do you mean, Adam LZ?
dude, I was trying to hammer that cover off the diff with the axle still in for like the past hour.
Brother. Hey, actually, go back to the third. They call it the third member. Go back to the chunk.
All right, hold on. I took these bolts out. Should I have not taken these bolts out?
No, you can put those bolts back in.
Well, I should probably reseal it. I took this nut off too. Should I have left that nut on?
Yeah, you can put that back on.
I'm glad someone's getting a kick out of this.
All right. What, you break it?
No, it's open. I'm trying to do a wheelie today, so I gotta. I gotta. I don't know if it's possible, but I'm gonna try. Hey, Cletus, big fan.
Hey, brother, put some sandbags in the trunk and send it, brother.
Yeah, I was gonna maybe try to use like a little curb if I need to just pop the front end up.
Sandbags in the trunk and pop the clutch, brother.
All right. Thank you for the help.
Anytime. Bye.
Well, I was right. Shout out to Cletus for picking up his phone. Not that he normally doesn't, just he's a real busy guy. He's one of those dudes that I would love to hang out with more and make videos, but we are both so unbelievably busy that it never really works. But now we know. I gotta remove that thing. The good news is I'm not really concerned about putting hardware back in the right places because we got a different bolt for everything on this thing.
Yep.
Oh. Oh my god. Yon, look. Bro, that's crazy. It's just like a thing. It's solid. Look at that. It doesn't have a clip, does it?
It's a lot easier, right?
There's no CV. No clip.
No.
Oh my god, you heard?
I need to find a new seal for this. Our TV solves everything. Wow, what a unit. Oh, dude.
Yeah, you can make a lamp out of
This
that.
thing's so heavy. Well, now I can count how many splines I have. Then I'll know if I bought the right LSD or not. Ooh, ears ringing.
Feels good.
Yeah, it just leaks.
Mine is so scattered right now. What's your number?
This is one of my new favorite pastimes. Alright, now, is this gonna come out? If only I had my pry bar!
That would be a yes.
I'm waiting on a rebuild kit to come with new bearings and shims and stuff just so I can do this the right way. So in the meantime, I'm basically just gonna prep everything that way it's ready to go in as soon as that kit comes in. You know we want to pay attention to the cap orientation on this. This is interesting how this goes in.
It like sits
It
into
kind of
the
locks
thread.
into it.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's like a variable shim. That doesn't really make much sense, but to me it does. So let's pretend it makes sense. I think this might just drop. Now over on our clean table, we have the Eden Drew track. I don't know anything about this stuff. I asked Vargas and he was like, yeah, get that one. So I did. Here we are. Try to make sure the holes are lined up before I do this, huh?
This is gonna be one of them stick it in the freezer situations.
I hope not. Just walking it on. What do you mean? My arm's falling asleep. Looks ordered bearings, but there's 8,000 different types of 9 inches. Of course, the 9-inch bearings I got, not even close to the right size. I'm trying to reuse the old bearings because I really wanted to do a wheelie today. It's not looking good though. I wasn't able to steal the bearings from the old Diff like I wanted to, so while I'm waiting for the new bearings to show up, I'm gonna take a dive at tightening up the front steering on the car. One thing that I know is blown out, I believe it's called a Pitman Arm. You can kind of see it flex in and out as I turn the, that's kind of sketchy. We almost just died. It needs to be replaced. It's worn out, and luckily I was able to find a new one. There's a lot of new old stock parts for this car, and they're all sitting in, I want to say it's like Ecuador is where a lot of the parts I've been ordering for this car are coming from. Very interesting, but yeah, brand new, ready to go in. I wonder if it's gonna blow out fast because it's so close to the downpipe. There's really nothing that I can do other than I guess maybe when I have it off. Yeah, it's like literally sitting on it.
Yeah.
Like makes me want to wait to replace it, but also my mind is just gonna get hot and melt again.
How much was that?
I think it was sub $100.
I think it's worth putting it in.
I like that's your logic because that's the exact same logic that I was about to have.
Yeah, you're gonna get a year plus out of that at the very least.
Yeah, and then it'll feel way less terrifying to drive because my steering wheel won't be going.
Yeah, I should do it.
Looks easy. 2 bolts, 1 bolt in front. Yeah.
Yeah.
My least favorite thing about this car is that half the stuff is standard and half the stuff is metric. Anything that's forward 9-inch is American, and that annoys me. And then everything else is metric, which pleases me. New bushings, now the forward and back play of that Pitman Arm is gone. So all I gotta focus on now is the play that's in the steering box. And I looked up online, there's like a little way to adjust it. The steering box is kind of foreign to me. I'll probably use new wheel bearings, huh?
Yeah, probably.
It's like, do I have them have play or do I have them not spin?
At least they're balanced.
At least they're balanced. Source of sorcery magic going on down here. The steering box has like a little set screw in it, and apparently you can just turn it and it'll tighten up the 30, 40-year-old gearbox to give you better steering. So I'm gonna give it a try and see how it works. Factory spec is about 1 inch of play. This to me looks more like 2 inches. Too much. Seems way better now. I can go a little bit more, but I don't want to go too crazy.
Nope.
Admittedly, I have no idea anything about diffs when it comes to sending backlash, so we're going to learn how to do this together. Instead of using shims, well, I guess would that be backlash? Because there's 2 different things. There's backlash and then there's the forward back.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know either. But the side-to-side thing, that's what we're going to figure out how to do. And what's cool is instead of using shims, this has like grooves, so you can change how left to right it is. So what we'll do is put it in there and see where we're at. The left to right situation, we're trying to make sure that we get good engagement on the gear. So I'm going to start with it relatively centered, and then we'll move it around as we see fit. So this marking compound, if you look, when it's thin, it shows up as bright blue, and when it's thick, it shows dark. So we're putting a nice even coating, and then we'll be able to see how the teeth mesh up with each other to ensure we have proper engagement. I'm gonna do this on a couple teeth, just so we have a couple good ones to look at. Let us inspect our results. It looks like that's just big everywhere.
Big engagement everywhere.
According to this, that's desirable contact patch. It's like big everywhere, versus it just being like if it's like really just close to one side, that's not good. So we might have lucked out.
Yeah.
Ready for some silicone? Check her up in there. All right. Pop my nuts. I usually take pride in my RTV application. We don't have any guns, so I'm going in raw with the tube. Yeah, the important thing is just getting the nice consistent bead. Which like I'm kind of doing with the little dab method, but definitely not my best work. If you saw what was on here before.
It looks cold.
What?
Your wells.
Oh, I don't know what that means, but thanks.
Y'all both look like you're struggling.
God.
Yeah, y'all struggling. Oh, it's light. You just line up. Pull your side out a little bit and I'll put pressure on this.
There's,
No, just tap.
the gap on the bottom is bigger.
There you go. Tap.
Was that sound that guy made?
Oh.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta edit that one in.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, what you want is a nice even smear, just like that.
Now you smear with your finger.
Yeah, put your... No. Put your finger.
It's
That'd
good.
be good.
It's tight. Get your wrenches. Start putting nuts.
Look at that.
I'm done.
A little schmear. A little schmeg.
Normally there would be an axle seal, but I did confirm with Cletus that I don't have the end piece that would suit an axle seal. So a little bit of RTV, slide the axle in, put the axle retainer on, and I can start putting this thing back together. braking required. So the first way we're going to test to see if it locks up, instead of doing a straight line pull, we'll be on a skid pad. This car just got like 30 times cooler. It definitely, like, I need to get my wheel and tire set up on it because the front is rubbing the whole time. Yeah. Dude, I'm like, no bolstering on the seat, holding on for dear life. It's a hoot and a half.
It looks like on camera it's ready to just flip over.
It feels like it's ready to flip over, honestly. I want to see how much better it is in a straight line. You want to hop in with me?
Sure.
All right, now we've still got old tires. You're going to want to put your seatbelt on for this, sir.
Yeah, you think it's that spicy?
Not sure. But it may be twice as fast now that we have two tires spinning. Are you ready? Yeah. Dude, it hooks. And like, it doesn't even have good tires right now.
That is sick.
I don't know if we're gonna be doing a wheelie, but man, we're gonna try. This thing's spicy. Holy moly, guacamole. This thing is quite rowdy. And now that the steering isn't terrifying, it's kind of sick. That's what I was wanting to do. Now I get to put some good tires on and try to pop a wheelie. I gotta say, I had no expectations for the Diff. Quiet, no clunking, locked up whenever I wanted to lock up. Dude, I think we should start putting the true track in the drift cars. Thing rips.
Good job. He did it all 90% on himself.
We'll see if it lasts before you tell me good job. See if my backlash measurements are good. Yo, that thing, once I put some sticky tires on it, it's gonna be absolutely ridiculous drifting, if I can even drift it.
That's when you're gonna flip it.
I don't think it'll flip, but I'm hoping that I can do a wheelie.
Yeah.
I have a couple of cheats planned if the power and the grip is enough. It wouldn't even pull second. I put it in water, and you heard the motor just like. Yeah, the posi, dude. Posy be like that, I guess.
You sound like your dad now.
Yeah. Oh, positive traction. So we're going from a 540 tread wear down to 100 tread wear. Let's go. Tire of choice for this car is going to be the good old NT01. Now, in this one scenario, there's actually a lot of options out there to run like a proper like bias ply or drag tire, but I still want to have some street ability. I really like how this tire is, especially in Florida. The roads are hot, so I don't really need to get them up to temp. They're sticky, and I don't need to worry about breaking a diff. So this particularly is a 225/45, a little bit lower sidewall than I would like, compared to the old tires at least. But being 100 tread wear, it'll probably make up for it. I'm just gonna run them at really low PSI to hopefully get them to not spin at all and lift the front end. I did think though, if the diff doesn't break, the next weak link is probably like the trans.
Or the drive shaft.
But there's also the things that mount the trans and mount the engine, which are like 10mm bolts.
Made out of angle iron.
Or maybe the clutch gives first. Maybe it doesn't break anything. I'm willing to try though, because we got spares. Worried about functionality right now. Ride height is definitely not optimal. I think having a bigger sidewall would probably fill it out better until I end up lowering the car, but just keep in mind this isn't the end goal of what this car will look like. It's just phase one while I try to put the power down.
Pete, huh? Hello.
Hey, buddy. Do you want to do a wheelie? Do you want to do a wheelie? Yeah. He's like, is it okay?
Yeah.
Can I ride?
It's fine.
It's cool.
Go for it.
He loves rotaries. So first step, I'm gonna try to scrub in these tires, get a little heat into them, and then I'm gonna drop the pressure down real low, because we're gonna need it. All right, time to get some heat in these tires. Damn, this thing's gonna move out. Dude, this thing's gonna scoot. Yeah. It's crazy. I'm gonna line her up and then drop the tires. Hey, so what's the going rate for Turbo 2 Trans these days?
If you can find one, maybe like $1,000.
You have one.
I know. I got one, so if you break this one, you have mine.
Well, I'm trying to decide how low to go in pressure. I'm at 10 now.
7.
Lucky sevens.
7.
Lucky sevens.
We're about to try. You want to see?
Yeah.
We're at 8 pounds. This is definitely gonna help us find the weak link in this car. I
Yeah.
might spin the tire.
Oh, on the wheel?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, wheelie attempt number 1. Even with the pressure this low, we're gonna need some sandbags and some crazy stuff to get this thing to a wheelie, I think. Yeah. I wonder if, nah, people in the rear seat, we need weight over the rear, so maybe sandbags in the trunk. I'll try again, but yeah, they spun. I didn't expect them to spin.
Definitely wants to.
I was getting ready to throw in the towel because I was hungry and I was too lazy to go get the sandbags. I turned around, Johan got the sandbags. So,
Sandbags.
the sandbags.
Sandbags.
All right, we're trying again. So my wastegate's leaking, I just heard. So it's even at idle, it's leaking. Is that usually firing seal something? Ooh, I'm hungry. Sandbags. Long key.
No, you can't eat those for lunch.
Sandbags. Hey, were you sandbagging? Get it?
Nah.
Drag racer good. Yeah, so Cletus said just put them behind the rear axle.
We move the fuel tank to the side.
We'll just remove it. More room for sandbags.
Oh, just put on top of the fuel tank.
Yeah.
Wow, that makes a difference, I think.
It's alright.
Oh yeah, and we just put one more on top of the gas tank.
Please don't do a wheelie now.
It'll be like it's eating a bowl of nails for breakfast.
How much pounds do you think that is?
That?
Yeah.
It's a good
Pull it back a little bit.
150 pounds. One Sean Booth.
One
No,
steam
that's
booth.
more than that.
All right, this thing's like kind of insane, really fast.
You think, or maybe?
No, it is. Kind of.
Oh, okay.
Alright, wheelie attempt number 2.
It was close. Very close.
It's close?
Yeah.
Really? I mean, we could probably fit 3 or 4 more sandbags if we got them.
Why not?
What's the worst that could happen?
You do a wheelie. Oh, it's so close. I'll walk away for 4 seconds.
Listen, LZMFG ratchet straps also works as shock limiting straps. I think that's what this is called. Basically, my thought was the suspension has so much droop that if we can ratchet strap the front down so it doesn't have any droop, then when all the weight gets transferred to the rear, there's more likelihood that the front will get picked up. That and more sandbags.
Like I said, I'll leave for 4 seconds.
Wait till you see how cool this is when you ratchets it.
It's gonna act like one big spring compressor.
Pretty much. What's up, buddy?
Brother.
Hey, am I gonna have to start paying you for all these appearance fees in my video?
Yeah, we're getting to that.
All right, so check this out. This is a good thing. I'm not calling to ask questions. I'm calling to show you what we've done. You ready? All right.
Okay.
First off, check out the air pressure in the NT01s.
Damn.
All right, now
Probably slightly low.
wait for this.
Oh, brother.
Dude, we've got so many sandbags in the back of this thing. It's not even funny.
Gosh, dude. I put some tire pressure in it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I put a little bit in it.
All right, but wait, there's more. Check out, we've got our very own custom shock straps in the front so the front doesn't sag.
Ah, smooth.
Yep.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't think of a single thing that can go wrong.
Hey. Jerk. Yeah, I mean,
Photo and a few of what happens.
yeah. Hey, so we did it before with 3 less sandbags and not the limit straps, and it's almost pulling up the front wheels. So like we're close.
All right, let me know.
I will.
Well, now I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah. All right, wheelie time. I mean, I'll try dumping a little harder, see what happens. Be like this. That's it? Almost. A little harder.
Okay. Okay.
A little harder.
Yeah. There you go.
I think we got liftoff.
Yep. There you go.
We lift one?
Like about half an inch to an inch.
Hey, look, dude, it's all that matters. Oh, we airborne, baby! Look at that.
Did it do both or just one?
Probably just one. You can see it in the slow-mo, look. All right, before we end this video, we had the success. We got the wheel lifted. I want you to feel this thing. Did you feel it after I tuned it?
No, I haven't felt that at all. This will be the first time.
Yeah.
Holy crap, this is not that small
No, it's not
inside.
bad. Have you been in it at all?
No.
Oh, hell yeah. I don't think he's gonna do it.
You might as well.
Yeah.
Not with me, eh? You crazy?
Might as well try.
We'll do a little pull. You ready to feel this machine? Not bad, right?
Yeah, it has a good hit. Dang.
Yeah, that's good on the hit, huh?
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap up the video here. I think my wastegate's leaking. I might be a little low in boost, but actually I'll watch the boost on this next pull. But thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the journey. I'm trying to get this thing to wheelie. Definitely not the ideal way, but it was fun to try. See you guys soon. I can't figure out how to get this thing off. I took the nut off. I tried prying this. Yep.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't think of a single thing that can go wrong.
Hey.